in this one-run contest. And this one runs up high, ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A high fastball is in there. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with Show Track. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. Here's Carlos Beltran. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ball one. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he'll get back in safely. Now the 1-0 home to Beltran. And that one right down Main Street. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Well, that single right there moves runners to first and third in less than 2 outs. And he's been throwing a terrific game. Shutout so far, but he's going to have to figure out.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Well, that's a nice hit. We're right back where we started with that. RBI base hit. The game is tied.
Brian McCann comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
Well, he's really peppering the zone right there, going up in the zone. I wonder if he stays there the whole time. Usually you'll see that with 2 strikes, not with no strikes.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. On a rope to the second baseman. Now batting, Carlos Correa. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. On the ground to the left side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Well, he comes up with the big RBI hit right there and puts them ahead in this ballgame. If they can keep a lead, get to that bullpen, they got a shot to win this game.
Alex Bregman stands in as he looks at ball one here.
Oh, he missed that pitch. I'll tell you what, as the pitcher, he's got to gain his composure. You can see guys fall apart after you see a ball in the zone that long, get called a ball on it.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Price comes home to 2-0. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Damon going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. The runner scores from second. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And it's a 4-1 game.
The pitcher, number 43.
Digging in to try it again, Lance McCullers. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Well, Matt, I went to one of my go-to numbers. I'm trying to figure out what he's doing. But he's got over 60% of the time throwing first pitch strike. Now I twist it with, it's just not quality.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So striding forward now, Xander Bogaerts comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
He hasn't used that pitch much this game. That's one he's been working on the bullpen, and now he's brought it into the game. If he's able to incorporate that in his stuff, look out.
There to take it is Beltran, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Settling in now, David Price. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. 5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. It's a swinging bunt up the line, but it's foul, strike one. Here it comes on 1-1. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Swing and a little blooper to center. Altuve onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Aoki is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Here's Nori Aoki. I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
Now batting, center fielder.
Ready for another shot now. George Springer. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
The second baseman, number
digging in once again, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. There he goes. Now a ball line foul up and over the Astro dugout. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. To second for one. On.
No, he's in there.
The Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get to 1 out. Ready once again, Carlos Beltran. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. In there at the letters 0-1.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
4 runs, 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. And he takes strike 2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Fouled back. Here's another 0-2. Popped high in the air. Rizzo is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. Riding in once again, Johnny Damon. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Well, you're not always going to hit the good pitches. You hit the mistakes. And that one hung up there, a mistake. Nice piece of hitting.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Beltran has a read on it. One away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in and looking for more, Mealpackage. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting one out could be a challenge.
Altuve for one. On to first, it's a double play. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
First baseman.
Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Damon arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Catcher number 16.
Striding into the box, Brian McCann.
Well, we thought we might be seeing the end of the road for the starter, but clearly he's still in there for at least one more hitter.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Matty, but I think this lefty-lefty matchup right here may have been enough to convince the manager to stay with him. So we'll see if it works out.
And this is fouled at the plate. Now the 0-2 from Price. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Now a flare out toward right center. Patrick ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Correa now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he takes ball 1.
Well, Matt, if I use the cliche, it's not how you start, how you finish, it would apply right now. A couple innings ago, he had a rough inning. Didn't look good. But now he's starting to settle in a little bit better. He may be able to get through this thing.
1-2 now.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
6th inning. 4-1 is our score.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
So nothing happening this time around. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate.
Well, he's out in front of that breaking ball right there. Not surprised. I was after that fastball. Nice job of pitching, kind of keeping him off balance.
This is on the ground over to first. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
The catcher number 41.
Here's Carlos Santana now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. To third. Beautiful diving stop. The throw. It's in time.
The third baseman number 3, Evan Longoria.
Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Swing and a liner. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Aoki is under it, and that retires the side. Nothing across. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. And that one stayed up a little high.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Fouled straight back. Here's another 1-2. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
3 for 3 on the night. He must be seeing the ball well under the lights. That single right there just kind of lets me think he's locked in pretty good.
Ready once again, Lance McCullers. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Nori Aoki is at the plate as he watches ball one. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Got the ground ball he's looking for right there. Hard grounder, but it just wasn't at somebody. If it's at somebody, it's a double play ball. Now he's got to get back to work and maybe get another one.
George Springer stands in as he looks at a called strike. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
That's a great spot down the zone there. Hard to do anything with a pitch down there.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike one.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike one, is so important as to who's going to control this at-bat. Right now, pitcher's got the advantage.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Now another 0-2. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And Marte will make the grab, and that ends the inning. So it's no. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Xander Bogaerts.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this is still a tight ball game, Matt, but this is a big at-bat. You got the leadoff guy up. He's got 3 balls on him now. He's got to work to get on base. This is where on-base percentage counts.
Gonzalez is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, pitcher.
Brandon Belt is going to come on as a pinch hitter now, so that means we've seen the last of David Price.
Brandon Belt.
Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's Ben Zobrist now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Matt, this is one of those games that has that guy right there, his head scratching. He's trying to figure out, how do I get these guys going? We may see a team meeting to motivate them a little bit better.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
That's so difficult to hit. Hard fastball and a nasty curveball. You just have to sit on it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Nothing doing here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Astros lead it 4-1. Sean Doolittle is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Leading off for the Astros, right fielder
Carlos Beltran is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
And Beltran's aboard. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to open their half of the 8th.
2 strikes on him, and he flips one out in the center field. You couldn't have thrown that any better.
Number 9, Marwin Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Now the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And the 0-2 here is fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ripped down the first base line. A step on the bag for 1. The tag, and he is out at second base. It's a double play.
The catcher, number 16.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian McCann. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in your wheelhouse, and you foul it off.
Pulled toward right center field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 hit's all they get. Chris Davinsky comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Johnny Damon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 now to Damon. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here it comes. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 2-2.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
In front of the changeup there as this is chopped foul at home plate. Now another 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. Here's Starling Marte. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This is hit sharply to the left side. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Ready for another shot now. Mealpackage. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll ricochet off the facade out there in left center. Marte rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he will beat the throw to McCann, safe at home plate.
Well, these guys aren't going away without a fight. Right there, that base hit brings them really within 2 now. With the batter coming to the plate, he jumps on one. You're right back in this game. That's what they're thinking right now.
Anthony Rizzo is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0.
No doubt. Some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Springer to the track. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A two-run shot off the bat of Anthony Rizzo, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Well, he tried to sneak a fastball by him, and like they always say, you can't sneak the cheese by the rat, particularly if it's up high like that one right there.
Now batting. Catcher.
Here's Carlos Santana now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. It's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer has a read on it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 3.
Digging in to try it again. Evan Longoria. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here it comes. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 3 runs already home here. And he misses again, 2-0.
Clearly, they're not trying to give him anything to hit, are they? I mean, everything's away, but he's sitting 2-0. Let's see if he extends and maybe looks outside to drive something.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And that'll do it in the inning as the catch is made in the coach's box. Evan Gaddis. Game is he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Evan Gaddis.
Digging in once again, Carlos Correa. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Hector Rondon comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. And he gets ahead 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And that misses here, ball 4. And of all things, it's a leadoff walk that puts the winning run on base to start the bottom half. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The winning run is at first base. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Damon going back on it at the track. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Had a long way to go to make that running catch. And here it is again with the show track numbers. Took a great angle at it. Showed nice closing speed. And ended up running close to 110
Ball 1, no strike.
feet to finally bring it in. No doubt in efforts his teammates are appreciative of. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little...
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? Noriaoki. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So Josh Reddick is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now. Michael Feliz takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. D. Gordon is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frames. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Weak chopper up the line, but that one rolls foul. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Soft liner to the right side. In is Beltran, but this is down for a base hit. So the leadoff hitter's aboard. Pitcher due up. Looks to be a textbook sacrifice situation.
Well, there's a nice little soft liner. I know it's a leadoff base hit. It wasn't hit as hard as you'd like to, but sometimes that little soft liner starts rallies.
Jason Hayward will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Jason Hayward.
Runner goes. Pitch inside. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Hey, that's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well, too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
The 1-0. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Well, things are happening now. All he wanted to do is move that runner from second to third, and he gets a base hit. So now they're sitting first and third, but a lot of pressure on that defense.
Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1.
This is where you got to pitch to the strikeout. Infield's drawn in. You don't want contact. You want to make him swing and miss. Throw the nastiest stuff you have.
Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And now with nowhere to go, they'll put the tag on him as the squeeze attempt fails, and that's the first out of the inning. The tag, and they'll get 2 out of it. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance. D. Gordon in the ball game is the new shortstop. Will Harris comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. This is grounded foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Digging in, Jose Altuve. He flew out in his last at bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats. Foul. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. Marte is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Number 15.
Here's Carlos Beltran. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Takes a curveball right on the corner. Squared that one up just a little late. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those 0-2 curveballs are real.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Oh, and that nearly sent us home and sent this crowd into hysterics, but it'll wind up a foul ball. And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So the ready for another chance. Johnny Damon. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Left fielder, Johnny Damon.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. Digging in and looking for more, Starling Marte. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike one. And this is fouled back and out of play. Bases are empty, one man out. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Boy, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get into chase right there, making him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away, but he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Riding in once again, Mealpackage. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2.
I don't know what he was looking for right there, but man, he got a piece of that changeup and was able to foul it off. But that's a ball sitting right there for him to hit, and he was late with this. So I don't know what he's looking for. Looking for something harder, probably.
Another try at 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Anthony Rizzo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Foul.
That was the 5th foul ball in this at bat. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Weak roller right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Ready for another shot now. Marwin Gonzalez. He was a double play victim last time around. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a cutter that's off the plate. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he'll stay alive here as this is chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
He's just fouling them off till he gets something he wants to hit.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian McCann, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. 1 out, nobody on. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Chopped weakly to the left. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Ready once again, Carlos Correa. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hard hit ball to second, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Third baseman, Josh Reddick.
Darren O'Day takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
You talk about pitching in a hostile environment. They're letting him know it. Bases loaded, bottom of the 9th. If he walks in this run, game over.
And here's a slider for a called strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Well, he's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly if you're playing within yourself.
And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Heavy sinker just stayed inside.
Hey, this is exactly what you do with the scrappy 9-hitter. He's almost like another leadoff guy. He's battled himself right back into this at-bat now. With 2 outs, he's got a chance to go ahead and drive in a couple of runs.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. Just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And we'll see another pitch here as this ball's chopped foul at home plate. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least. Tony Sipp gets the ball as he'll take over to start this 12th inning. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Anthony Rizzo. He'll lead things off now as we play inning number 12. But quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone. Evan Gattis now standing in. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Springer giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out. Digging in once again, Evan Longoria. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. Javier Baez will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases. And there's your potential go-ahead run. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double.
Yeah, and the pitcher's got to wonder what he has to do to get it past this guy. That pitch was off the plate, but he shows great reach, gets good extension, and drives it for a two-bagger.
D. Gordon stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Javier Baez is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
Outside.
Yaoki is at the plate as he looks at ball one. 1-0 pitch on the way. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Zobrist has a read on it, 1 out.
Center fielder number 4.
Here's George Springer, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Takes this the other way to right. Marte is right there as he takes it for the second out.
The second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And this is going to be a foul ball. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Great recognition. He's looking for a ball up. The breaking ball hung, and he stayed with it. When they're up high, let it fly. When they start out low, you got to let it go.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Patrick is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Striding in, Darren O'Day, and he'll be the one to begin the inning. Madison Bumgarner will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Ready with the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Ben Zobrist now, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting. Left fielder.
So striding in, Johnny Damon, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. Comes set with the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Flipped out the other way towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out. Madison Bumgarner enters the game now as he'll get the responsibility of trying to send this one to a 14th inning. Marwin Gonzalez will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Tough slider down low for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And there's ball 2 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Gordon is there. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The catcher, number 16.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. David Robertson, the 5'11" right-handed reliever, enters to take over on the mound now.
Robertson.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Big swing at the knuckle curve, gets nothing but air. 0-2 now. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And that is swung on and missed by McCann as he set down on strikes for out number 2. Into the box now, Carlos Correa. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Robertson's ready. Here it comes on 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Marte is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. James Hoyt is going to finally make an appearance in this one as he'll take over in the 14th inning.
Now catching and batting in the 9th spot.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Just foul. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Mealpackage.
Mealpackage.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. 1 out, nobody on. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. And he'll put this away for the 2nd out.
First baseman number 40.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. And if you remember, he hit a big home run back in the 9th. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 count and the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Now here's the pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance. Digging in to try it again, Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Too high to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Hey, this at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
And just never could commit to the swing there, but he went around, and it's even now at 2-2. Hot shot on the ground is short.
Out.
A quick out
batting.
Settling in now, Evan Gattis.
Gattis.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Set to deliver the 0-1. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Nori Aoki. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: cold strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A two-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Around first, he's digging for second. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a two-out double. Here's George Springer. And now following the two-out double, he's got a chance to drive in a run here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
He struggled quite a bit at the plate in this one, so until he shows he can put a good swing on the ball, I don't think they're going to give him anything straight that he can handle.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So no run. Evan Gattis,
Leading off for
third trip
Chinese
to the plate
Taipei.
for him here tonight.
Gattis.
0 for 2 at this
Evan
point.
Gattis.
First offering on its way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2. All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now
Here's Javier Baez. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing. You can't take a bad swing on the first pitch of an at-bat.
1-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
I got 3-1.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Now here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting.
Here's D. Gordon now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Driven the other way, but caught down at third. Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve, and looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Throw to first will get him as they pounce on it quickly to snuff out the bunt attempt.
The right fielder, number 15.
Stepping in, Carlos Beltran. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Lined hard to center field. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position.
Around second is Beltran. He's headed for third.
And he's going to get there. And there's your winning run at third now with only one away. Digging in, Marwin Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike one.
Well, this is a strikeout situation, but it's also a ground ball situation. I expect we'll see a lot of pitches down in the zone trying to prevent the hitter from getting the ball up in the air.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2.
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch. Here's the first pitch. James Hoyt is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. The 0-1, and the runner's coming home. Now a bunt attempt here. And how do you like that? They roll the dice, the squeeze works, and it's going to end the ball game. The big bat tonight for the Astros belonged to this man, Carlos Beltran. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he played a nice game out there, as did some of his teammates, but he seemed to be the biggest.